Hi and welcome to a new episode of Apex Race. In this episode I would like to show you this Mazda 2 facelift version, and as always I will tell you a little bit about the car, show you the outer design, the interior, and then we will go for a quick test drive. Have fun and enjoy! So this is the current generation of the Mazda 2. It has the Kodo design, and different as the Mazda first and second generation, it's not a Fiesta platform, it's a own platform. To be honest, we don't have any special lines like really edgy lines, what is the current design line which producers have. We have a little bit edges here or the hood, but nothing really extreme. I would say honestly a little boring design, but hey, this is just my opinion. Everyone has a different opinion, and I'm happy to hear also your opinion. What do you think about the Mazda 2? So the front, big grille, I like that, sporty big grille. Here in the front we have also these edged lines here and here, also here down below. And what is really nice is the LED lights. So let's check out the side of the car, and as I mentioned, quite boxy with some elements with like edges. And I mean, we have here a line which is going from here to that, and then suddenly it stops here, and it's then coming with the front door also going up to the fenders and to the front. So a little bit like of a edge design. Also the back is quite sporty. We have like a spoiler here, but overall it's nothing really special. The only design thingy which I don't understand for what that is we have two bubbles on the roof and also on the hatch of the rear hatch. So I don't know what Mazda thought with these bubbles. Maybe it's some for air noise reduction or whatever. I don't know. If somebody knows, please let me know. Maybe it's just a design element. So in the back things are a little bit more spicier than in the front or on the side, because we have here, as I mentioned before, the spoiler thingy which flattens the back window a lot. And normally you have in a hatchback you have more like a wall, a really steep window, but here it's really flattened, so that spiciers a little up the design. Also we have quite a flat surface here on the hatch. I mean, it's not like a real trunk, but it's quite flat. And also the tail lights are looking more outside, and you can really put your head on that, or other stuff you can lay on that. So it's a little bit more spicier, more edgier, more controversial design. Also, like below, it's a quite flat surface. We have no really edgy things here, besides that opening here for the button for the opening of the hatch. Besides that, down below we have really a tailpipe here, nothing really integrated in the fender here in the back part, but old school pipe which is just sticking. So welcome in the inner part of the Mazda 2, and the first impression you got is it's quite sporty. The sportiness is like underlined with the steering wheel. I like the steering wheel, the new steering wheel design from Mazda a lot. It's quite big, not huge or not tiny, but nice. I mean, it's not so soft, unfortunately, but the ring has a really nice measurement, and then you have like this 3-spoke or like 4-spoke design with this aluminum application and the aluminum logo from Mazda. I like that a lot. And also with the gauges in the front, It's very sporty with this aluminum trim. It's overall it's black with some aluminum applications, and also the seats are quite sporty with the side reinforcements. So that's the first impression. I have the feeling it's very sporty. You're sitting quite comfortable, and with this wheel it's getting very sporty. So let's start on the left and then work around the car. On the left we have, that is here plastic, but to be honest, not so hard, and also it didn't feel like very cheap, so that's really nice. Then you have the elbow rest. It's not padded, it's like a rubber, but this rubber is quite soft, so it's comfortable, it's fine. Then I like that here you have like a fabric in a diamond design, and I like that a lot. Also the seats have the same design, the same material in the lower part as also on the door. I like that a lot. Then we have some applications. It looks like it should be carbon fiber or so. It underlines the sportiness. I personally don't like so much carbon fiber. It would be nicer if they maybe used also that glossy black pattern here on the side, where we have the power windows and the power mirrors. Down below we have some storage department for bottles or other stuff, so quite handy. Then on the left we have our assistants, the traction control, and also the I-stop. Mazda call it the I-stop. It's like a start-stop automatic. Then on the left we have the inlet or outlet, the air outlet. I like that. I like this design, this round design, like a turbine, a jet turbine. I like that a lot. You can move it around, you can flip it and close it manually and open it. So that feels really nice, very solid. I mean, it's plastic, aluminum application, plastic, but it's quite solid. I like that. Then down below we have the opening for the hood and also the opening for the gas tank flap. And normally it's somewhere below, down there in the foot department, but Mazda did it that way. And actually I like that also, so quite good. Then we have the steering wheel. Left we have our multimedia system, like louder, next radio station, call somebody, hang up, stuff like that. On the right we have the cruise control. We can set the mode like with a limiter, make it faster and slower. Then on the left we have our controls for the lights. We don't have an automatic light system, but we have, with the facelift model, we have standard LED lights, which are looking quite nice. I mean, I cannot get it right now because it's bright, but I try to show you the LED lights. It's really nice. Then on the left we have our wiper controls, and of course on the left also the indicators. Then in the middle we have our gauges, and in the center it maybe don't underline the sportiness, but we have our tech, which is showing of course the speed. On the left we have our revs, and on the right we have our support tank gauge and stuff like that. And what it's really funny, and I mean, the Mazda 2 of the current generation came out in 2014, delivered 2015, so it's quite aged and it's time for a successor. But we have this mixture of, digital stuff and also analog stuff. So we have the trip control upwards here in the right section, and it's such, I would say, really more than 5 centimeters, a stick sticking out, like coming out, and you have to just click it a little bit, and then the trip mode is changing, like the daily trip mode. So that's quite funny, unusual, and it's a little bit flimsy, and I don't know how many times and how many Mazda 2s that thing broke. Yeah. Then we had on the right, behind the wiper control, a little bit hidden, the start-stop button for the engine. And yeah, then let's go to the middle part, and then on the top we have our radio in our multimedia system. And we have here the smaller screen. Of course, there's bigger screens with navigation and stuff like that. But we have only here the radio. Personally, I have to say I like that. Normally you have like the radio somewhere here, but Mazda did it that way here up. And it's not like you have the feeling it's a tablet, just stick it to the dashboard. No, it's like a little bit smaller. I like that, just power. And unfortunately I cannot demonstrate you that, but the multimedia system, like the sound speakers, the speakers are really, really good here. So that produces really nice music. Then below we have our hazard lights, which just a small button, and like not a small button, but just a small click, and you can activate them. And I like this central position a lot. You know exactly here in a dangerous situation, or like in a, every time you have to use the hazard lights, you know exactly where they are, and you just put it here. Then down below we have our climate control. We have an AC, you can steer it, heating windows in the back. Nothing special, nothing unusual. Like the buttons, just the material, also quite nice, really, solid. Of course plastic, but quite good plastic. Then down below we have also this carbon fiber on the sides, and we have some storage here for your mobile phone, your wallet, whatever. And then we see that this is like the move over to more digital stuff. We have our 12-volt access and one USB port and one aux in port. So of course newer cars have USB-C already, and sometimes more than 2 ports, and also contactless charging of your mobile phone. We have here the optional 6-speed manual gearbox, which is really, really nice, really sporty, and that underlines the character. Also the cockpit underlines the shifter here, because it's not really sloppy, it's really, really stiff. I like that. You can put the gears in and there's not much play into that. It's underlines it makes fun to shifting gears in the Mazda 2. Then we have some more space storage, like here for coins or whatever, also a wallet or a mobile phone. Then we have 2 cup holders here, and in the back we have also some trim with this carbon fiber, and then some space for also for the passengers over for the front seat. And then we have like a separator, and it's like a piece of plastic, which normally I would understand it when you can put it somewhere where you like in this storage department, but no, it's just one spot you can put that thing in. And also, I mean, if you don't use it, you can of course lay it on the floor. And I don't know what the Mazda designers thought about that, to use one spot and do this separation. I mean, of course you can put something in and it's not like moving around, but I don't know how handy that is. Then we have our e-brake, which is quite funny. Normally, maybe you can hear it, normally when you release the handbrake and pull it, you hear the really noisy clicking, like click, 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 click. And here I thought it's broken or so, because it's quite unnoisy, I would say. So, I mean, you hear it clicking, but very, very on like a low volume. Then we have our glove box. I mean, it's huge for such a small car. It's really, really huge, but there are no let's say clever store departments. You just put your things, you throw it in there, and then you can find it somewhere. No like smaller spaces for a pen or whatever for coins. just threw your stuff in. Also the material, I mean, yeah, it's plastic, it's moving around, it's not the highest quality. Also the dashboard itself, it has some pattern in it, some nice design, but it's plastic. Also the middle section, I mean, this thing is here really hard moving, and also everything like plastic. Then we have of course some sun visors with mirrors, but without lights. Lights we have here in the middle. And also what we have here is like a small button, and I thought in the first time it's the microphone, but now I'm thinking it's just the clip to hold the whole roof section to the actual metal roof. So I would say that's it from the front section of the Mazda 2. Let's go to the back. So in the back, things are looking a little bit different than in the front. I mean, I am 180 and the front seat is for me, for my 180, and I'm touching really heavy with the knees, the front seat. Also with the lower legs, I'm touching really the front seat, and it's not comfortable. Maybe you are seeing also that I'm touching with my head actually the roof, the lower section of the car, and the sitting position is not very comfortable. Also I'm really like cranked together with the doors, which are going a little bit inwards to the end, so it's not so comfortable as in the front. Also I don't have any armrest. I mean, you can flip the seats, but they don't have any armrest, and also just the power windows, but also no storage department in the lower part of the door. And also, as I mentioned, just this plastic thing for the passengers. No USB ports, nothing to charge or lay your mobile phone down. And the funny thing is, only the right passenger have some space here. They can put stuff in there, and the left passenger has nothing. So I don't know why Mazda saved here a little bit of money. And I mean, actually no money, because they can use the same upholstery also for the driver. Yeah, I don't know. So not so much to say in the back section of the Mazda 2. I mean, for children or like for a smaller journey, it's quite okay, but I would not go for a longer drive on the back seats. I would say let's check out the trunk of the Mazda 2. So let's pop up the trunk, and it's not so easy maybe as some people think. You have here, of course, you can see the opening here, and you feeling, hey, I have to pull something, but actually there is a small button. You have to click on that, and then you can open the trunk. So of course, if you know where this little button is, then you can open it quite easy. So the trunk is not so big, 210 liters, but if you flip the back seat, the trunk is 950 liters big, and we have a small manual operating light. You can flip the switch and turn it off and turn it on. Then on the right we have some fasteners, I would say, from fabric, and then in the front we have some rails. You can also attach fasteners, some belts on that, and pull things up. And in below we have no spare tire, just a reparation kit and some warning lights, a vest, stuff like that. Nothing really special, and also not really much tools. So also nothing special in the back, in the trunk of the Mazda 2. One funny thing in the trunk also, maybe not especially in the trunk, but in the trunk section, is here where you can put your hats on, and of course there is some rope, it's attached to the back hatch, but here there are two small pieces of rubber, and I guess it should reduce the noises, or like, yeah, bad noises which can go on your nerves if that head section is hitting the back window. So Mazda engineers thought, hey, let's reduce that with two pieces of rubber on that head part. Let's check out the engine bay. So what we are seeing here is no downsizing yet. We have a 1.5 liter gasoline engine in 3 variations, and also there is one diesel variation available. Here we have the smallest gasoline engine with 75 horsepower that goes up to, I think, 105 or 110. So that is called G75 on this G, and then the number you can see how much horsepower it has. So we have here the Skyactive technology from Mazda. That means you have a higher compression rate, 14:1. And yeah, 75 horsepower, no turbo, no supercharging, nothing at all, really naturally aspirated. I'm curious to see how the new Mazda 2 will be, and how much of downsizing and how much turbocharging the new Mazda engines will have. So I would say let's go for a quick test drive with the Mazda 2. Safety first, seat belt, and then the clutch and the start button. And it takes a little bit longer, and maybe you hear it, the engine is quite rough. It's a 4-cylinder, but when it's cold it's quite rough, and you have also some vibration, but after, like, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, it smoothens out. What I like really are the big mirrors. I mean, yeah, design-wise, maybe not the best solution, but safety-wise and like visibility, super nice. And in the back, also, I mean, we have this flat tail back window, hatch window, but the visibility to the back is quite good. I mean, we have a quite big C-pillar, but with the big mirrors on the side. And yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Then this very sporty steering wheel, and then this really nice shifters, and then old school release the e-brake, and then we can roll. So the first thing I noticed is the suspension. We have no tarmac here. We are on a like sandy road with some holes in that, and I have to say the suspension is quite stiff. I didn't expect it, such a stiff suspension in a small, more like a city car than the Mazda 2. But it underlines this whole sportiness with the steering wheel, with the design, the interior, and also the shifter and the suspension. But I have to say that yeah, with the holes there, it really smoothened things out. I mean, shifting is super nice. The engine, I mean, yeah, it's 1.5 liter. We have some torque, but with the 75 horsepower, it's nothing special. If you would have a turbo on that, I think things would look very different. Let's see what the new Mazda will have. Brakes, they could be better, to be honest. They could be better. We have drum brakes in the back, and we have disc brakes in the front. I mean, it could be worse. Fuel consumption, Mazda is saying that we are like under 5 liter, which is, I mean, the car weighs around 1 ton, depends which engine you have. 1.1 tons, something like that. And Mazda is saying with this 1.5 liter engine, it's below 5 liter per 100 kilometer gas. I mean, this high compression ratio, I think it's one thing that lowers the fuel consumption. I drove it like really cruising, stuff like that, and I was something around 5 liter. 5-ish liter, I think for such a car is way okay. The 6th gear is really nice, like an overdrive. If you're cruising 120 on the Autobahn interstate, then it really lowers the fuel consumption. So I will not speculate about prices, but I think in the near future Mazda will present the new Mazda 2, and I think prices for the current one will go down, and if you have the choice, go for the 6th gear. Talking about prices, current prices, we have 3 model variants, like 3 lines of the Mazda 2, and the cheapest in Germany costs around 12,000 euros. So you can compare it with prices in your countries. Currently we are cruising at 50, and the consumption in the 4th gear is without, I mean, I'm a little bit hitting the gas pedal, and we are around 4.5, 5-ish liters. So I think the consumption which Mazda was indicating, it's quite true. Yeah, I would say you can achieve that. I mean, right now we are at 3.9, which is even better. So 5th gear. And I mean, it's really fun. It's a small car, 4 passengers, no problems, nice steering. It's really handy, stiff, like sportiness. I mean, the engine, of course, 110 is better than 75, right? But this, I mean, this shifter, it's fun. It's fun. I think the car is really fun. The interior, yeah, okay, we have some plastic here and stuff, but I mean, overall the quality, the building quality is really nice. And I mean, yeah, we have 1 USB port, that's fine. We don't have a big navigation, but there's an option for it. So no worries. And shifting to 4th, and I mean, really nice shifting. That is really, that makes fun. I had once a Mazda 5, and I drove also a new Mazda 5, or the current generation of the Mazda 5, and it remembers me a little bit of the Mazda 5. Of course, the design, the overlooking, the seating position, everything is like, it's not a Mazda 5, it's not a roadster, but from the handling, from the steering, from the shifting, it could be a Mazda 5 roadster. So that would be actually really nice and fun. Yeah, 3rd gear, pedal to the metal. It takes a while, it needs revs, 5,120. 4th gear. I have to brake, I'm too slower traffic before me. Yeah, but this is not the purpose of the car, right? It's more about getting you from A to B. And yeah, we are driving now 110 kilometers per hour. And I have to say, from the loudiness, it's totally fine. I mean, 120, totally fine. If you would like to see a video just pure driving without any talking, then check out my POV video. It will be linked in the info box, and also in the comments field I will link you to that. So that was from me and the Mazda 2. I hope you liked the video, you have enjoyed, had some fun, some informations. If you have anything I could yeah, I could talk more, get you more information. Let me know in the comments. I am super open for feedback, and if you enjoyed it, I would be happy about a thumbs up. And also, if you would like to see more videos, more reviews, more POV videos, check out my channel and consider subscribing it. I had a lot of fun with the Mazda 2. I hope I see you guys in the next video, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you next time. See ya, bye.